Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about myrrh fragrances. So I don't know if I've ever done a video about myrrh fragrances or about myrrh in general, which is one of my favorite resinous notes ever. I love myrrh so much, and I actually have quite a few fragrances here that have myrrh in them. Most of these are like myrrh centric. Some of them just have a myrrh note in them that you can definitely smell. But yeah, I've got a bunch here. I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with an amber fragrance that has a very prominent myrrh note in it. And this fragrance is from Carner Barcelona. This is called Amber del Sur. And this is one of my favorite amber fragrances of all time. And it has a very, very prominent myrrh note in it. Very prominent. It is absolutely perfect. It's also got a lot of, I think, vanilla in it. It's got a really creamy, sweet base to it, but it's not overly sweet. To my nose, the myrrh is the star of the show in this one. I absolutely adore this. This is a perfect amber scent in my opinion. So anyways, that is the first one. That is Carner Barcelona Amber del Sur. This last time I wore this, it's been a few years ago, I think, or a couple of years ago. Last time I wore this, it lasted forever though. This one is stunning in cold weather. Okay, the next one, this is the fragrance that actually inspired this video. I just picked this up from the makeup website. This is Tori De Orient. People have been finding this in TJ Maxx, which I wish I had good TJ Maxx's or Marshalls around me. I do not. But this is a fragrance that's just called Myrrh, which I love myrrh, so I snatched this one up quickly. These fragrances, these things have the nicest sprayer. They come out in such a fine mist. This is a really nice myrrh fragrance, but this is like a light, somehow light, fresh, clean myrrh. It's not as resinous as I'm used to, but it does have a really beautiful like cleanliness to it. I still really like it, but this is not, I don't know, it's not very resinous. It's, you definitely smell myrrh, but there's something strangely like light and clean about it. I will probably use this to layer with a lot because they don't last a super long time either. But some of these I just need to wait until cooler weather. I can't really tell right now because it's just been too warm out, and yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for cooler weather to be able to test some of these. This one for sure. But anyways, that one is from Tori De Orient, and that is just called Myrrh. Okay, this next fragrance, this also inspired this video. I knew I wanted to do a video just about myrrh scents after I talked about this one. This is from Kate Walsh, and this is called Boyfriend. And this is a plum and myrrh scent. And this is the original formulation, but the new formulation is just as good. Like, you can't go wrong with either of them. Beautiful. This has got like night blooming jasmine, I think. This is like a super sweet, smooth, plummy myrrh. It's really, really gorgeous. I need to pick up a bottle of the new formulation just to have it because it's a stunning fragrance. It's one of the best celebrity fragrances on the market, hands down. It is one of the most interesting. This is a celebrity fragrance that is like right up my alley. This was not made to be marketed towards teenagers, which a lot of celebrity scents are. So a lot of them are like marketed to appeal to a very large group of people. And usually like a younger demographic. This was not. This fragrance was made for grown women. This was made for grown women and I think this will appeal to a lot of women, but this is not made for this isn't your typical celebrity scent that was made to appeal to a massive amount of people from every age range. This is made for grown women. It is absolutely stunning. It's sweet and super smooth. It's a plummy myrrh. That's what it is. It's gorgeous. So that is Kate Walsh Boyfriend. Okay, this next one, this is probably my favorite version of Alien. This is Mugler Alien Essence Absolute. And this is stunning. This is Alien. It's a little bit, I want to say it's a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit more syrupy. And this has a gorgeous myrrh note in it. Now, the myrrh in this is kind of like the myrrh in the Kate Walsh Boyfriend, where it's sweet and syrupy. It's not super resinous smelling, but it does bring like a depth to the fragrance. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, and it's very prominent. I can smell it, like, yeah, I can smell it. I can smell the myrrh right away, which is why I love this version so much. I love Alien any way that you'll give it to me. I love Alien, but this one is so special. And I really do think it's because of that myrrh note. It is gorgeous. This thing is an absolute monster. You can spray this on one time and you are good. This sadly has long been discontinued, but Dior makes a dupe of this that is perfection. I mean, truly perfection. Now, a subscriber sent me a decant of the Dior version of this, which is the one that I tested, and I could not tell a difference between this and it. However, she did say that that was one of the first Dior fragrances that she ever bought, and that it is very old and it's aged a lot. So I don't think that will matter, though. I feel like you would still, like, it's still an amazing dupe, or it would still be an amazing dupe even brand new. But I can tell you that once the Dior one ages, number one, I think if I remember correctly, it was about the same color as this. And number two, it smelled absolutely identical to it. It is a perfect dupe, like beautiful. So anyways, that is Mugler Alien Essence Absolute. Okay, next we have this is a Belayered dupe, and this is Belayered Mia's Blend. This is stunning. This is a dupe of Jo Malone, Myrrh, and Tonka, which I've got the real one here. This was just sent over from beautiful Amy. I'm so happy to have this because now I can test the dupes that I have next to the real thing. This is one of my favorite Belayered dupes ever. I just think that it's such a good dupe. This is so beautiful and warm. It's resinous, but super, super smooth. It's sweet, syrupy, cozy. It's like a resinous but very smooth resinous myrrh. It is gorgeous, and this thing is an absolute monster. I don't know what the original is like. I can tell you in the bottle it's out of the bottle it's very similar. I would say though that the Mia's Blend is almost a little bit more smooth smelling than the Jo Malone. They're very similar, but the Mia's Blend it's also more fragrant, just in general. This is really beautiful. Yeah, and the Mia's Blend smells almost identical to it, but it's stronger and more fragrant and almost like warmer, thicker, richer. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I bet it's way more long lasting than the Jo Malone. I've heard that this one does not last very long at all. And I haven't had the best luck with Jo Malone fragrances as far as performance goes. I think that they're amazing fragrances. They smell so good. They just don't perform super well. So yeah, this smells very similar to the Mia's Blend, or I should say the Mia's Blend smells very similar to this, but this just doesn't have quite the depth that the Mia's Blend has. I don't know. But anyways, that is Jo Malone, Myrrh, and Tonka. Okay, next we have a Lush fragrance. This is Lush 1000 Kisses Deep. This is a stunning, sweet, resinous fragrance. This is myrrh and labdanum, and it's gorgeous. This has a really beautiful cleanliness to it, almost like a soapiness, which is super interesting. So if you could just imagine like a warm resinous perfume that has a like clean, fresh, soapy quality to it. It's really, really beautiful. It does that on my skin too, which I love about it. I just love this scent. It's one of my favorite Lush scents. I just love myrrh, and I just love resinous smelling fragrances. And this one is gorgeous. I'm thinking that the new Matthew Meleg Temple of Horus too, I think it's got myrrh in it as well. And it is, that fragrance, I'm telling you guys, is perfection. I've got it sitting right now because I'm gonna let it like macerate a little bit and let it start to age a little bit. And as soon as it starts to get really, truly cold out, I'm gonna pull it back out. But that perfume is a masterpiece. And I'm pretty sure it's got myrrh in it as well. But anyways, yeah, this is a stunner. I love 1000 Kisses Deep from Lush. It is a gorgeous myrrh and labdanum scent. It is very smooth. It's got a cleanliness to it. It's super, super long lasting, and I love it. I'm a big fan of Lush perfumes though. I just think that they are perfection. Okay, next we have a little Christian Dior fragrance here. This is Bois d'Argent from Christian Dior, and this also has a stunning myrrh note in it. This is like oh, it's gorgeous. This is clean. This is clean, warm, light, with the slightest hint of a resinous note in the background because it does have a really beautiful myrrh note in it. I love this scent. I forget that I have these little Christian Dior minis. I think these things are 10 mil too. No, 7.5 mil. I don't know how I just saw that, 7.5 mil, but yeah. This is a really, really gorgeous, light, clean, but really, really warm scent that just has a beautiful myrrh note in it. This doesn't last very long on me. I haven't worn this in a long time, so I'm gonna need to leave this out and give it a wear because I don't think I've worn this since I got these like years ago. Many years ago. I picked these up from Fragrance Net and I grabbed every single one that I could because I couldn't believe they had these cute little minis, and they were not that expensive either. It was wild. But anyways, I'm gonna leave this one out. It's a really beautiful scent. So anyways, that is Christian Dior Bois d'Argent. Now I think some of these have been reformulated. This would be the original formulation of this. Okay, and then last but not least, we have this from Scent Bon. This is a fragrance called Myrrh and Incense Mysterio. This, oh my gosh, this is a very deep, dark, very resinous myrrh scent. Myrrh is definitely the star of the show. This is myrrh in all of its resinous glory. It's very, very resinous. Sweet, resinous, incensey. This smells like you just took a hunk of raw myrrh and set it in a dish and lit it on fire and it's smoking and you're just burning myrrh as incense. It is gorgeous. I love this scent. I usually only wear this. This is the longest lasting fragrance from this house that I have ever tried. This is a beast of a fragrance. It lasts forever. I've only worn this in the deep dark winter because this is heavy, heavy stuff. This is a very deep dark fragrance that is meant for deep dark weather. It's actually quite similar to the Ambar del Sur from Carner Barcelona. It's that kind of a fragrance. It's almost like a deep dark amber, resinous amber. It's beautiful. This one, if you ever come across this one and you like resinous ambery perfumes, this is worth every single cent because I know that a lot of the time this house, they just don't perform well. This one does though. This one's a stunner. So anyways, that is Scent Bon and that is Myrrh and Incense Mysterio. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are a whole bunch of myrrh fragrances that I have in my collection. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.